Good afternoon, Neha.
Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pankaj. Good afternoon, Parth. My name is Vivek Bhatia. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Till that time, I'm available to take your queries, to have some small talks with you guys if required. Neha, and can we have some introduction from you?
Hi everyone. I'm Neha. I'm very new. I've just moved to Canada about a year back. I've done my marketing, master's in marketing in Delhi, and from there we moved to Dubai, where I was working for a couple of companies in Dubai, and then I started my own salon, which was there for like 7 years, and last year we moved to Canada and I sold everything in Dubai, and then so I'm right now it's been a year in Canada in Mississauga. I'm not working, and I've heard about shares and I wanted to know about it. I am so I would say illiterate about it because I'm completely from a starting point I'm like zero in terms of shares. My family in Calcutta, my family's in Calcutta. My father used to be a lot of in shares and everything, but I never understood this whole thing. So it's an interesting start point for me to get into something like this, since I'm sitting at home and I'm doing nothing here. It's been a year, so.
All right. Neha, I think you are in the best position possible. You're starting on a clean slate, and hopefully we'll be able to write some good things on your clean slate, and you will make a good career out of trading also.
I hope so.
I look at trading more of a career than as a side income. Don't you call it a supplementary income, call it your main business. And then you move forward, you'll do wonders.
Hello.
You'll really do wonders.
Hello. अरे
Yes,
ओरिएंटेशन चालू हो रहा है, ठीक है, बाद में बात कर.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Okay.
So anybody else wants to talk about themselves? Be it Parth, be it Pankaj.
Okay, so hi, this is Pankaj here, Pankaj Ahuja, and I am in Canada for almost around 6 years now. I have also moved from Dubai. I know Neha as well. Hi Neha, I hope you remember me. We've never met in Dubai. I've met her here in Canada itself last year. I know her and her husband as well. And I come from Delhi in India.
Lovely. Which part of Delhi, Pankaj, if I may ask?
I am from West Delhi, from Dwarka.
Oh, lovely. Lovely place.
Yeah.
Lovely place.
Yeah.
By the way, I am from Mumbai just now. I'm currently based in Mumbai.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I did have a property in Dwarka since all my relations were in Delhi. So I had my own property in Dwarka.
Okay. Okay. I was born in Mumbai.
Oh, lovely.
So brought up in Delhi.
Small world.
Yeah, small world. That's true.
Yes.
So here I have been almost around 6 years now. I was working as a driving instructor earlier. That's how I met Neha and her husband. And now I am doing full-time real estate.
Oh, lovely.
It's been almost around more than 1 year since I'm doing that. And again, same case. I'm absolutely new to shares trading. I've got no idea about it. I've heard good things from people about, getting into shares, trading and all that stuff, but, never had a chance or opportunity because I've got no knowledge about it. Yeah. So looking forward to, understand as to how things work, how they do in stock.
Lovely.
And
yeah. Pankaj, are you with reference to somebody, any of our earlier batchmates?
Yes. So I know, I have a friend of mine whose wife is, I think, doing this thing with you guys.
Are you talking about Darshana?
No, Darshana, that's right.
Right. Darshana is one of our bright students who we always had to pull her leg on. We always keep telling Darshana, the way you are progressing, one day you will be a part of the GMT team as an instructor only. So we always
Really?
envy her that are you going to replace Kamal or are you going to replace me? That's the way we
probably
would like to
that's
pull a
probably an
leg.
inspiration for me as well to go ahead and join you guys.
Lovely.
To at least understand how it is.
Very true. Lovely. All right. Parth, would you like to unmute and introduce yourself and persona later?
Yeah, for sure. So, hi, I'm Parth. I'm in Canada for almost like 4 years as of now. And yeah, I have been associated with GMT community since inception. So that's a thing which I am proud of. I recently moved from Toronto to Winnipeg right now. So I'm currently in Winnipeg, so different time zone. And yes, I have been like investing for like around 2 years. Earlier, I used to have a kind of a portfolio in like a mutual funds, but I started trading, not trading, like investing in stocks just like 1.5 years ago. And I would give credit for that to Kamal.
Oh, lovely. So one of the Kamal's references also is over here. Lovely.
Yeah, Parth has been part of the inception team. He
Yes.
has been the support which GMT has taken to grow.
Is that Parth Dave by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, Parth. Yeah,
That's you, Parth Dave. All right. PD as we would be calling them.
yeah.
Sorry, Parth. That's the abbreviation we use for you. Yeah. All right. Kamal, you want to take over?
Yeah. So I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining, and we'll start with the agenda of our call, and people who join with us during the call, we can take them along. And as part of this agenda, we would be giving you an overview of what beginner's course is. We will take not in depth, but slightly, I would say a picture which would help you to decide how comfortable you would be once you enroll for the course, and answer any questions that you have in your mind and help you feel comfortable in taking your decision whether to enroll for this course or not. So with that agenda in mind, please feel free to stop us anytime during this orientation session. This orientation session is for you. Whatever comes in your mind, we would be happy to answer that. So with that, I'll share my screen. We are starting with our batch 2, which is actually going to start on 18th of September. And this session is primarily to give you an overview of it. We would introduce you with GMT team. You'll also get to hear from 1 or 2 learners, which might help you to gauge on what were their experience when they took batch 1. And then we'll take you through the course content and schedule. Probably we'll switch the sequence. We'll hear from the learners once you get an overview of the course content, and then we'll take the Q&A. Now, talking about GMT, Parth is part of the inception. We created this group on 17th of January 2020, a WhatsApp group, which I thought would be good for me to share the stocks that I used to trade. Primarily, I wanted to share with my housemates and colleagues who quickly realized that the sharing which I was doing was helpful for them. So they started sharing with their friends and connections. And within about a month or 2, this WhatsApp group grew so fast that we had to think of creating another WhatsApp group. We created second WhatsApp group that also in no time grew to an extent that it also was about to reach the WhatsApp limitation of 257 members. So we had to think of creating third group. Then we slowly thought, okay, this is growing much faster than we thought. So we moved on to other social platforms like Telegram, which doesn't have this limitation, and Discord, and also expanded to other social sites. So as of now, we have presence over 8 social platforms with 4 groups only on WhatsApp, and on YouTube we have over 4K subscribers. So with all this, the way this community has grown is with the sole motive of helping each other, learning from each other, and sharing any kind of information which is related to trading, be it stocks trading, crypto trading. And in this community, what we have encouraged is primarily to gain knowledge in do trading, not just thinking that it's gambling and you can make a luck, but in a manner which could help you to gain profits consistently. Although with this platform, we, based on our communication, we started a weekend call, which became a pattern for us, which became a habit for us for over a year. And that's how actually our YouTube channel got birth and it expanded. Is we used to meet every weekend like this call on Zoom and share analysis, share the stocks, and also share the technical aspect of trading. But on that call, the learning was there, but it was not in a structured manner. So we thought of putting it all together and formulate a structured course which could help people to start their trading journey in a stepwise, in a more planned and more productive and in result oriented fashion. And that's with that motive in mind, in order to make the community benefit in a much result oriented way, we came together and formed a GMT team, and we went ahead to register ourselves in the Corporations Canada on June 11. Within a month, we positioned ourselves to have our website up and running, and we launched growmoneytrading.com as our official website. Again, 1 month down the line, we were at a position where we worked as a team, stretched, and spend our weekends and after work hours to put the content together and start batch 1, which we just concluded last week. It started on August 14th and ended last week. Now again, within a 1 month time frame, we are today here to start our batch 2, which will be starting next week. And all this is possible because of this strong team, the result oriented team, focused team, which is working on monthly targets. And it's because of this team that we have been able to achieve our monthly targets. No one has set these targets. We are the one who have been setting these targets and have been achieving it month by month. So in this team, I'm Kamal, as most of you would be knowing, and for those who are not familiar with me, I have done my master's from Delhi, IIT Delhi to be specific. After completing my master's, I worked for close to 6 years in India, was there a couple of months in Malaysia, then moved here in Canada. After moving to Canada, what I realized, unlike most people who initially face challenges in getting job because of IIT Delhi brand, I didn't go through that pain. And since I got job, what I was looking for it, an avenue where I can grow my earnings, I can grow my savings. And what I quickly realized here in Canada, unlike in India, where you get 6%, 7% interest, here most of the banks offer interest 1 or less than 1% or around 1% interest, which is like nothing if you have savings, and if it's lying on your bank accounts, it's doing nothing. That's when I started exploring the Canadian and US market, stock markets, studied through, played around, and was lucky enough to quickly put my strategies in place and started making benefit, started growing my savings by trading. And that thing which I saw in my account, I took next step of sharing with my housemates, and that's where I formed the GMT group. Now, the next member that you see here is Tahir Ijaz. He's not here on the call today, but once you enroll the course, you would hear so much from him that you won't need an in-depth introduction about him. He's really strong in technical analysis, in teaching technical analysis. His background is accounts. He has vast experience trading in Pakistan Stock Exchange, in Canadian Stock Exchange, as well as US Stock Exchange. Now, at the center, you see Mr. Vivek Bhatia, who is here on the call. I'll take few seconds to talk about him, but those few seconds would not justify the experience and the trading that he does on a daily basis. He, in short, if I describe about him, he is a mentor for entire GMT community. He has been trading over close to 15 plus years, and he does day trading in Indian market and also trading in US and Canadian market, and especially Canadian market more. And you will hear a lot from him. Right now I'm taking my privilege of talking on his behalf, but you'll hear a lot from him. Next, here we have our data expert. He is one of the most reliable member you will find in entire GMT community. He has been there with us right from the first GMT call that we have taken for us to know each other. And his contribution to the GMT community is the way he has learned and shared his knowledge with everyone is commendable. And lastly, we have here Vic Nalavadi. He's also not here on the call today. However, if you are someone who is doing crypto trading, you would see him so much active in our crypto group that he doesn't need an introduction, or he doesn't need an explanation of how much he's strong on his technicals when he takes crypto trades. So once we start the course, you enroll in the course, you will get to hear a lot from these experts. Now, moving on to the course, I think if someone has referred you for the beginners course, you would by now have already looked at the course web page, but I would be happy to take you through. Just let me know if the screen is showing the course content. Can you all see this course content?
Yeah, yes, come on.
Yes, we can.
We can see your website.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so on our official website under the courses, GMT courses page, this is the course page where you'll get most of the information, if not all, for the course content, schedule, what is it next planned, course fee, everything you can find here. Once you enroll into the course, you would also see the slides for the course content and any related information in here. So this beginner's course, we came up with this course as a step to become one of the best modern trading courses here in North America and help you invest to learn the right skills in trading stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrencies, and any other financial instruments. This course is meant to give you a base from where you can start trading and become independent and start growing your investments on your own and do it steadily and consistently. The instructors here, you will soon get to know that they are here to make you learn the skills in a right way and become self-reliant to take trades on any exchange, be it Canadian, US, India, or any stock exchange that you are interested, any instrument, whether it's stocks or crypto or futures, options. Although this course would be only focused towards stocks, because as beginners, we would want you to learn from the instruments which could help you to apply your learnings in a less riskier trades and then scale yourself for other instruments. Now, quickly talking about the course schedule. The course schedule is 18th of September to 10th of October. It is 4 weekends course and classes will be every Saturday and Sunday, 12:30 to 3 p.m. Although we have mentioned it as 2.5 hours class, what we have seen based on our batch 1 experience is we do extend. So please be mentally prepared to extend based on the topic. The way we had planned our batch 1 classes is we used to open the call at 12 o'clock, 12 to 12:30. We used to take any queries, any doubts on topics covered in the previous class, and then take forward at the scheduled time on the topic in that particular class. Now the mode of class would be online on Zoom. The way we have this orientation session, it would be similar to that. And the classes would be recorded. So if anyone happens to miss the class due to his personal reasons, we would be able to share the recording so that you could watch the recording and catch up with the topic. However, we would recommend 2 things. First is try not to miss the class, because the learning that you get in the live classroom, in the class through interactions, is much more than that you can get by watching the same recording. And second is, once we share the recording, please make sure that you watch the recording before the next class and join the class at 12 o'clock so that you could ask your queries and get your queries clarified. So having talked about the course schedule, I would now invite Vivek Bhatia to take us through what you will learn in the course and the course content.
Thank you, Kamal. Friends over here, before I take you through the course content, let me tell you why we ask you to interact with us and ask us questions as we go through. We say I'll take you for 2.5 hours session. Our starting time is predefined. Our ending time depends only on one criteria. Have all your queries been answered or not? So those of you who are working on time-bound things, rest be assured, we don't close our call on time-bound. We close our call only once our course content as allocated for the day is over, and every student's query, no matter how long it takes, gets thoroughly answered. As one of the chief instructors or instructors for your batch, I am very clear. I want to be disturbed as and when your query comes up. I will talk about the course content, but you understand the system of how instructions will take place. We will expect you to ask us or quiz us your queries as and when they are arising in your mind, right? So that they can be resolved and your learning can be exclusively better for you. Anybody who asks a query will learn the best in the best possible manner. Our batch 1 students will easily watch for this, right? Now, let me take you through what the course content is all about. Right? The first is we will teach you about trading basics. What are the definitions we use? What's the stock? What is important to watch in a stock? What is the price? What's the volume? We will teach you this, and you will understand this because we will teach you exactly how the price moves on a per second basis and how that affects your trading. We will teach you fundamentals of the stock market. We will teach you, understand you, how you will analyze a stock fundamentally and use that analysis to grow into your investment criteria. Difference between fundamental and technical. Why are they important? Why? Actually, if you ask me, both are equally important. But a fundamental analysis is much more understanding the books of the company. We will teach you what are the important factors to be seen. You need not be an accounting professional to understand all that the books are going to talk about. Understand a few ratios and how you can play with them for your trading career. Then I'll talk to you about various kinds of trading. I can trade for a day. I can buy today, sell tomorrow, or sell after 2 days. Short term. I can buy today, sell after 2 years. Long term. So what is my trading strategy? Every individual trader, I don't call them an investor, I call them a trader. Every individual trader has his own unique style of trading. Are you trading for a few minutes? Are you trading for a few hours? Are you trading for a few days, a month, or weeks? I can depend upon that, and that will decide about short term, medium term, and long term. If I'm looking for growth in stock market in multiples, then I'm looking for long-term investment. So I am a long-term trader or a long-term investor. I'll buy today and look at the stock 2 years or 3 years down the line. I am looking for multiple growths, right? Thereafter, we'll talk about the technical issues of our course. What's a candlestick? Now, these are terms which you will understand from us because I would expect most of you are freshers. So we would take you right from scratch. We will not make you answer or phrase sentences from day one. We will first make you learn the basic technicals, alphabets A to Z, before you form a word. Candlesticks is the very first basic which is required to understand. You must understand what a candlestick is, how it is formed, why is it important. As we speak in a language which is communicable to both of us in English, whatever I'm speaking, you are comprehending and understanding it. Similarly, over here, we will make you understand the speech of what the candlestick is talking about. What is he trying to tell us? Because once you understand that, you can move towards your trading journey. How a candlestick is formed. You will realize this actually when you see the formation of candlestick on live sessions. It's a very animated session, if I may say so. People get very much hyper or very much excited when they see the candles moving. Within a minute, you can see a green and a red candle. I mean, you can see a loss and a profit in less than a minute. And that is where you get the high, the adrenaline rush coming into your body when you realize, wow, I could have made so much money in less than 60 seconds. That's where we come in. That's where GMT comes in telling you how do you do that, right? Thereafter, 15 simple candlestick patterns and 15 complex candlestick patterns. 15 simple because they are the basic of candlestick patterns, which you will see practically every minute. How do you read them? How do you react to them? What are you expecting when you see them in the future? Why? Because we would expect you people to make money, make dollars out of these candlesticks only. And that is where we would come in and tell you which ones to concentrate on, which ones are most important, and how does one trade when you see them. Trading is all a game of probability. You enter a trade, it's a game of probability. Either you're right. If you're right, you make your profits. If you're wrong, you go into a loss. So 50-50 chance. A game of probability. Wonderful. Let's play on that. It's not a gambling. It's a game of probability. Game of probability and you taking a measured trade. You taking a trade whereby you are actually going to earn money because the probability is in your favor. So you have candlesticks, 15 simple, 15 complex. Thereafter, supports and resistance. Now, this is the most important part of the trading. 99% of traders globally, not North America, not India, not Pakistan, but globally, they use this and they mint their money and their wealth only on supports and resistances. So, any course which does not talk to you about support and resistances is a course not worth its money. You have to understand this. Now, where we specialize in this, we teach you. And after we teach you, we make you do a lot of exercises in identifying a support and resistance. Our teaching is not like other teaching. It's structured. It is following a very structured manner, a logical and a chronological order. And because it is following a logical and chronological order, it will be imbibed and burnt into your mind and burnt into your profile how you would be trading in future. So anybody who's coming in new, be it Neha, be it Pankaj, you guys are at an absolute advantage. You will burn this into your mind and then trade it accordingly. Right? The supports and resistance are very important. Over here, let me at least be candid and frank to you. Don't think it's a 2.5 hour every day weekend course or 5-hour weekend course. No. We normally give you a lot of reading material to practice over the weekends also, over the weekdays also. We expect you to be passionate about your trading. Why? Because you will be generating your wealth from this. Anybody looking at stock markets as an additional income, please rewire your brains and understand that this cannot be your a source of additional income, we would like this to be the source of your primary income also. And primary income in multiples of what you are currently earning. Right? Play on that kind of positive thoughts. Take an affirmation into your mind. I am entering this course to make this my primary source of income in multiples of what my current income is, which is going to be converted to a secondary source of income. So if you look at that as a primary focus, you would love this course. Right? Next, we talk about, after supports and resistances, we talk about trend lines. Now, markets are always going to be cyclical and trending upwards, trending downwards. You have to identify it. That is where we teach you how to identify it. Now, all your supports and resistances and trend lines, get ready for us. We actually make your hands dirty. One of our participants on batch 1, she actually cried, "Sir, I can't draw a trend line." I won't name her, but she actually cried, "I can't draw a trend line." I said, "Good. If you can't draw a trend line, we'll torture you further, but we'll teach you to draw a trend line." And today, with her permission, I can say this, she's doing very well. She's made a few $100s in her first trade already. And her course is just 1 week completed back. She already made a few $100s. So that's the attitude we want you to get into your mind. Once the attitude comes in, money is a byproduct. Whether you call it dollars, you call it rupees, you call it euros, you call it dirhams, it's a byproduct. Let the mullah roll in, let the money roll in is what you will talk of. Bring on the market, I will make money in whatever market. Rising or falling, we will make money. Right? The next we will discuss is what are the platforms available for you to trade on. You could trade on Canadian markets, you could trade on European markets, you could trade on American markets. What are the platforms you will be available to trade on for you? We will help you if you don't have an account. We will help you and guide you how to open an account which will be ideally suited for your profile. After that, we talk about technical indicators. Since the course is all about teaching you technical analysis, we will teach you technical indicators. Indicators which are very important, which the global traders use frequently. Once you understand which are the global traders, what are the technical indicators they're using, you will learn to use indicators which are either forward indicators or leading indicators so that you are ready for the price movement to happen to make your profits. Right? You will do that. So technical indicators of various types, chart patterns, because every chart pattern will tell you how it will react further. How it will react further. So chart patterns will be taken off. And the last but not the least, trading strategies. How does one trade to make the money? After we have taught you the trading strategies, rest be assured, we have to wire your brain to think that you will make money on an everyday process. So a trading psychology lecture will take place. We'll talk about what the trading psychology is. Trading psychology of an investor, trading psychology of a trader, and most important, what is the market psychology? How is the market thinking about it? Because if you understand the market psychology, you will make maximum money coming out of it. You will make maximum money out of it. After teaching you the psychology, we will give you a brief session of adding Arsenal into your forum. adding arrows into your quiver. Why? You will have to shoot them. That is why you require stock screeners. What stocks to invest in? What stocks to trade so that you can get maximum money? How do you take a position? Should I put $10,000 in a trade, or should I only put $1,000 in one trade, or should I put only $500 in a trade? How do I position size my trade so that my equity or my capital is evenly spread, giving me maximum returns? So I'm talking about position sizing. I'm talking about managing my risk. Why? Managing risk is the most important thing in this platform, in this trading platform. And keep one thing in mind, your question and answer sessions are always on 24 hours. So if you're talking about having a question at around 2:33 at your local time in Canada, please don't disturb Kamal or the rest of the four of them. Call me up. I'm sitting in India. It will be daylight hours for me. I'll answer it. But if you're talking about having a query at about 2:30 or 3 in your time, do not disturb me. Please feel free to call up Kamal. Feel free to call Tahir. He's sitting in Vancouver, even a few hours later than you. Aditya, GTA, Vivek, GTA. So you know who to disturb when. And all of us are available to mentor you. Lovely. Now over here, since I have the permission of the lady of the house, I will name the lady who disturbed all of us, who learned from all of us at every odd possible hour. Darshana, wife of? Darshana, would you like to unmute yourself? Wife of?
Amjad Beg.
There you go.
Hi, everybody.
She's one of our star students who kept disturbing each one of our mentors or trainers at every possible time when we were not ready to be disturbed. And she's really taken the learning from our minds. Right?
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so
use that as an opportunity. Quiz her if required. All right, over here, I think before I go further, before Aditya informs you, we will normally be forming a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group so that you can interact with your group friends. And if I take you on a Telegram group, you can also get the past history of your chats. Kamal, I think we should continue with our Telegram group immediately. Or at least for our students for batch 1 and batch 2. I think with that, anybody has any queries, please feel free to answer. Ask me. I'm sorry, I have not read your chats. I'll just go through in case if anybody has any query. Kamal, any queries so far?
No, we are good.
Yes, Darshana named me. She earned $67 last week. Congrats, Darshana.
Thank you.
Anybody else has any questions? Please unmute yourself and ask us. That's the way we would like to do. An informal way. If you see the chat, Darshana doesn't call me Vivek, she calls me Vivi. My full name is Vivek Bhatia. Forget my age, forget my forehead. I like to be called by Vivek or Vivi as my friends would call me. First name basis only. Right, guys, I'm open for questioning anybody. Anybody over here who wants to question me, feel free. Kamal, over to you.
Kamal, you're on mute.
Aditya, you want to take over?
Thank you, Vic sir, for this structured overview of the course. Yeah, I would like to invite Aditya now for taking us through the course fee and the referral rewards.
I think Kamal Neha had a question. I heard her voice.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask.
Please feel free to ask.
Yep.
So basically, I wanted to ask a simple thing that, do you have these course structured? I mean, can we have some classes during the weekday also? Because, you know, I'm not working, and weekends supposedly from 12 to 3, and then if it goes longer, so your whole weekend is over, and it's summer still in Canada. You know, you don't want to miss out on the summer weekends. So that was one question that I had.
Neha,
So
we'll give you so much of homework across that you will say, sir, please stop giving me homework. I want to have some time with my family.
And yeah,
Ask
Neha,
Darshana this question. Let Darshana answer that for you. We give you so much of work to be done during the weekdays that you will say, sir, please stop bombarding me with information and stop giving me homework to do. I have a family to take care.
I
Darshana,
think
you want to
I
watch
would-
for that?
Vivi, I would like to tell everybody that, yeah, I was also a bit skeptical initially that 4 weeks and it's 1 to 3, it's the middle of the day, you know, on the weekend and 2 back-to-back days. So it's Saturday, Sunday, both the days. But I can't tell you that there was a one class I still remember. We started at noon, 12 o'clock, and we finished at 5 and not a single break. 5 hours, everybody and not a single participant was dropped off. And I think that just speaks the volume. The trainers are there, the course content is amazing, their support is brilliant, and I think it engages you so much that you kind of in a way forget about it. I know Neha, last day Neha told me like, let's go, they were going someplace, and I said no, it's my last session, and she's saying, oh, it's okay, right, you know, you attended more, and I said no, I'm not coming, and I did not go, and I'm glad I did not. So I know Neha, you love the weekends, but I think
yeah. And so that was, you know, I would love to have it on a weekday because I know, I understand that you're all working and you have other commitments and weekends are more, even the weekend morning would be better for us, people who like to go out during the summer with kids. So yeah, I mean, that was the only thing, but again, that was one. And second, I wanted to ask you, like, I was telling Darshana that I don't know anything about trading, and although I'm not looking at it as a side gig, I'm looking at it as a full time. If I get into it, and if I know things better. So my husband was saying that you have to study a lot about company history, you know, what they're doing, government policies. So to understand, to actually get into it as a full-time career, you need to be really, really well read. And that's how you make what you can make out of it. So I mean, is that what it is? So I'm not a reader. So how do I, you know, get this as a career? Like,
sure. So I would just start before I pass on to Vivek Bhatia, who would definitely dive you in. So to answer your first part of the question about any batch on the weekdays, since most of us have a full-time job or personal engagements, we have planned this course over the weekends as it's suitable or comfortable for other members to attend the classes over the weekend. But as Vivek sir mentioned that we give enough of homework to do over the weekdays, so you won't feel free. And secondly, during the weekdays from Monday to Friday, at least during the market hours when market is open, as we go along with the course, we expect you to take trades. So during the batch itself, if you start taking trades, that's an additional hands-on learning that you get as part of the course itself. Although it's not within the timeline of the actual lectures, but you utilize the weekdays during the market hours to monitor the market, to watch the stocks, to understand how the market moves and take your trade positions. So you would be at home, but you would be actually using that time for trading if you wish. Now,
okay.
to answer your second question about becoming a full-time trader, so partially from the first answer, once you start utilizing your weekdays for taking trades, you are preparing yourself to make trading as your profession for long term. Initially, we won't be asking you to take day trades, and this course is beginner's course. As the name says, we expect you to take swing positions. We'll talk about it, what is swing, and once you get comfortable in swing, then you can move on to swing to day trades. And for becoming a day trader, what you need, how you prepare yourself, this course, and there are intermediate and advanced courses as well being planned as part of GMT. These courses will create foundation, will make you strong enough to be a successful day trader as a professional. So with that, I'll pass on to Vivek sir if you would like to add anything.
Yeah,
Kamal, sir, just a minute. Sorry to bother.
sure.
Kamal,
Sure,
you
Vivek.
mentioned, did you mention about the recorded videos that we have for the class? So that in case if anybody misses on the session, they can refer to those videos and we are always available for the queries.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks
Yes,
Vivek,
of course,
for
Vivek.
adding that point again. Yeah. So if it happens that you have already planned your weekend and you are traveling or you have some other engagements and you won't be able to attend, these recordings will help you to get through those topics, refresh it, and come in the next session prepared for the next topic.
Neha, I also remember you talking about how your husband informed you that for trading you will require to do a lot of in-depth study of various companies, the way they are functioning, read their balance sheets, read their fundamental analysis, and then take a decision. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Even the government policies.
Lovely, lovely. Now tell me, would you like to prove your husband wrong? No, I don't want you to create anything. Just in a candid form, do you want to prove your husband wrong?
Yes,
Then
absolutely.
learn technical analysis. Learn technical because technical is much more live wire, much more quicker. Darshana will tell you this, that Amjad had learned fundamental and technical and how she is working on technical and trying to prove Amjad right or wrong. Amjad, Darshana?
Yeah, like Neha, just like you, and I think I've mentioned, I mean, she's my friend, so obviously I've spoken to them offline, but to others also who are here, I think I'm the same person who did not know anything. And we had somebody who looked after our trade and portfolio, but I decided to dive into it and learn it myself and manage my own portfolio. And I can guarantee you guys one thing, that this 4 weeks were my best, and I absolutely loved it. I started doing my independent small trading because obviously it's an ocean. I don't know everything as yet, and I'm still learning. But I made my first $67 last week, and I feel absolutely thrilled. I was dancing. So they call me dancing lady now. So I think not to worry about if you don't know anything. Like I said, I did not know anything at all. We had somebody looking after it, and I decided to dive in. So I think you just have to give yourself a chance. Think that you paid this fee, and I can guarantee you one thing, that this knowledge will be useful with one laptop, $2,000 to start with until you turn 80. So I don't think it has any age, gender, any limitation. And this crew is amazing. Coaches are fantastic. I don't know if VB mentioned and if I missed anything, but this is his bread and butter since 2007. And when he said that, and he showed something along the way, and like I was having dollars in my eyes. So Neha, you love money. I know you love your weekend, but I think you love your money more. I think you want to let this 4 weekends be dedicated to this.
Neha, can I just interrupt Darshana over here, tell you one thing? What are your qualifications, Neha? What are you studying?
So I've done my master's in marketing in Delhi from Amity.
From Amity. Good.
From Amity.
So
And sorry?
That means your about 17 years of education has been done so far.
Yes.
Right?
And after that, I mean, obviously I was working for a couple of companies, and then I started my own business. And I thought, now I cannot work for somebody else.
Good.
After working for somebody else, I mean, for my own self, 7-8 years, when I came to Canada, I wanted to start something of my own, maybe a salon again, or a restaurant. But when she told me about this, I said, okay, I can give it a shot. I don't know much about it, but yes, it'll be nice to do something. But I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for anybody else. That's one thing which I.
Yeah, all I can request you is 4 weeks of your dedicated time to learn a new skill for yourself, and thereafter 4 weeks of more time. That means I'm talking about 8 to 10 weeks of your time to make you a proper trader, a full-time trader.
Awesome.
That's all that I'm asking for. That's all. And after that, you will then tell me, Vivek, thank you very much. I don't require you anymore. You will say this on your own. I don't require you anymore. I don't want your advanced course. I'm happy. I'm making my money what I was expecting to make and much more, and being independent in life.
Awesome.
That's
really
the way
good.
it is going to be. If you ask me, my trading experience tells me that I just require 60 minutes of my time in the morning to make the money that I desire, and that's it. After that, I am at my age. I'm looking for girlfriends to spend my time in the afternoon and in the evening with my wife around, knowing fully well that I'm going to go out dating. I just require 60 minutes to make my money.
Sounds really good. So you've been just to understand. So how long have you been trading? What's your background in terms of?
All right. I'll give you my background. I am a management graduate way back from 1986. Oh, no, sorry, 1987. My last assignment of my working career was as the vice president of a television channel for sales and distribution. A global television channel, sales and distribution, vice president, sales and marketing. I have been into the corporate world. I have been into the entrepreneurial world, where I was running a company for distributing pharma companies in the state of Maharashtra in India. I retired from my business life at the age of 43 in 2007. I retired from my business life at the age of 43 in 2007 and ventured into trading. So I've seen the ups and downs of the market. I've lost good money, but I'm still right in front of you. After working and understanding the market, I still trade on a daily basis. So I'm trading in the market since 2007. I'm not trading in stocks of only India. I'm trading in stocks of Canada and US, where I do swing trades. That is, I take position and I exit my trade within a week or 10 days. On Indian market, I trade on the most volatile scripts possible. I enter a trade and I exit a trade within a matter of few minutes. Right? So that is the expertise of my trades. I trade options, I trade futures, and I trade stocks depending upon the area that I'm trading in. If I'm trading in US and Canada, I'm trading stocks. If I'm trading on Indian market, which I'm much more alert, I'm trading futures and options, which is why when I have to receive a call in India market, I do not receive it from 9:15 to 10:30 India time. Thereafter, Darshana is free to disturb me whenever she wants to disturb me.
Yeah, I've called this entire team at 2 o'clock in the morning at different hours, different people. And if I haven't called, I have texted on the WhatsApp group, and this group is an owl. It's forever awake, so there is somebody to answer. So thank you very much.
The session which Darshana was talking about, that when she was spending 5 hours, that session was taken by me, if I'm not mistaken. And after the first 5 hours, we continued our team discussion for another 2 more hours. So that means you can imagine, I was on call from 9:30 in the night, Indian Standard Time, till about 5 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
Nice.
That was almost about 7.5 to 8 hours of discussion non-stop. My wife actually gave me coffee in the night before she slept, and she said, do you want bed tea just now or you want to sleep after that? I said, you give me my bed tea and I'll go to sleep after that. So it's actually a passion. If I can tell everybody, once you start trading, it starts working on you and you enjoy it and it becomes a passion with you. I can talk stocks for the full night if you want, without taking a break. And by giving you a profile of what I am, apart from my career in my business and in my corporate world and trading, I also teach management to graduates and postgraduates in Bombay University. I teach them marketing and I teach them management subjects in my graduates and postgraduates of Bombay University. That talks about who I am, what I am, and why I am.
Okay. Nice.
Any other questions? Aditya, do you want to take over and finish off your presentation in the meantime?
Yeah, sure, Vivek sir, and thank you, Kamal, and thanks everyone. So, all right, guys, as you have seen, Kamal and Mr. Vivek Bhatia have explained to you the course content and what you would be going through. And the most important part is the fees. So I think everyone is able to see on the screen. So at present, we have got an early bird offer of $299. The original course fee is for $399, but if you would be able to join earlier before the actual course starts, then the fee that you'll be paying would be only $299. Apart from that, if there is any reference by that where you have been referred by someone, that person would get a referral bonus of $15 wherein you can provide us with the name. And there is also another caveat wherein you can see that there is a 90-day money back through profits. So this is something which everyone wants to know about. So I know everyone would be spending this money close to $300 paying for the fees, and they would be like, okay, would I be able to get it back? Would I not? As we've already mentioned, we would be giving you tickers on a weekly basis, wherein what you would need to do is just follow our trades and then make your money back through profits. This is just for the initial phase because we don't want you to be in a situation wherein you're always dependent on us to make money, but just to make sure that you're comfortable and get back your money, we'll help you with this. So this would also ensure that the money that you are paying, you're going to get it back. And Mr. VV as always mentions, right, the education is free for your life, wherein the remaining money that you make is all yours. And coming to the course content, I think we've already mentioned a few topics, but I'll just go through that again. So we've got more than 15 topics on trading. This is the official number, guys, but unofficially that will go to a larger number because there are multiple topics that we go into once we start our course, and then you tend to understand that the course content is much less what you see on the screen than what we explain. So what we explain is much more, okay? And then the session hours is 20 hours. So the same course content, initially we put it for 16 hours for the first batch, but then we realized that the course was going to over 20 hours. So that is where we mentioned this. But as Kamal has already mentioned, guys, 20 hours is the official number. It will go to more than 20 to 24 hours based on the questions and queries that we have. And then apart from that, in some instances, there are certain topics wherein you might want to revisit. So based on that, the number of hours would be more. And again, another important point is refresher lessons free within 3 months. So as you are aware, if at all you miss any sessions or if you want the video recordings, we'll be providing you with that. Apart from that, if there are any courses wherein or any classes that you have missed and you feel that you want a live session, whenever we start the next batch, you would be able to enroll it for free. And then again, it might be 1 class, 2 classes, or the whole session. It's up to you, however you want to do it. And money back through profits, I've already explained to you that whatever money you pay, we will ensure that through the tickers that we give you, you would be able to earn it back. And then there is the handholding in GMT Premium Group. So this is again, wherein we have mentioned that there is a separate premium group that will be created, or we're going to add you to the existing group, wherein we'll be answering your questions at any point of time. It might be on the weekday, weekend, at any point of time, 24/7, guys, we are open. Any questions, queries that you have, feel free to ask us, and then we'll be able to assist you in that. And the most important thing is the certificate of completion. Most of them would be like, okay, I've done this course. Do I get any recognitions? Do I get any recognition? So the certificate of completion would be giving you that recognition wherein you can show it to people or hang it on your wall stating that, okay, I have completed this particular course. And I know some of them have got this question as to, I'm just a beginner, I've got some knowledge, I'm not sure where to start with. Irrespective of whatever knowledge you have gained, you do not have any knowledge, or you're completely new into stock market or into trading, this is the most apt course for you, wherein you learn right from the basics. We will teach you right from the basics as to what is trading and how a candlestick is formed. So we're going to that granular level, which would help you understand how to trade. And in terms of requirements, guys, apart from a computer or laptop, we even say smartphone, but just to make sure that you view the presentations or the trading screen better, a laptop or a computer is more preferred than a smartphone. And all that you need is a stable internet connection and 4 weekends of your time. And then I think your money will be all yours if you follow our process, guys. Questions?
Guys, feel free to ask questions whenever you have it. Prasanna, we haven't heard from you yet. I would love to hear your voice also.
Yeah, hi Vivek. Yeah, this
Hi,
is
Prasanna.
Prasanna. Here
Yeah.
I'm here in Canada from past 9 years, and then I was an accountant. Right now I'm not working because I have to take care of my kids dropping and picking. So I'm looking towards a part-time, but I feel that it is hard to find during that time set hours. So I thought of doing this as a part-time income, but by listening to this lecture orientation or whatever, I feel that I'm thinking, yeah, I can make it as a primary source of income.
Absolutely.
Which is sounding interest, but yeah, let's see, because I don't know anything regarding stocks as of now. I didn't do anything. Yeah, I want to learn ABCs, I think so. So through Darshana, I got to know this. And then when she was trying to reach me out for I think when she started this batch, but unfortunately I couldn't talk to her. So last week she mentioned about this, and then I thought, yes, let's do it. And I want to learn from the scratch without making my hands dirty before knowing anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to enroll for this.
Awesome.
Welcome.
And let's see. And then I want to compete with Darshana. We both have to make it.
Yes,
how
that's
we both
that's
are
the
going
spirit
to,
I want.
like how we
You
both
should
are going to
compete
do it.
and excel with Darshana. That
Yeah,
means,
yeah.
Kamal, imagine we will have 3 freshers, 3 fresh slates to write on. You can imagine the kind of thrill that I'm going to enjoy teaching these guys.
Yes,
Fresh
absolutely.
minds to work on is the best place to work.
Yeah. I would like to, I would like to have a teacher or mentor to someone to hold our hand and write ABCs first, right?
I'll only give you the small single finger to hold on. Rest you will not be allowed to hold. Rest you will climb and swim on your own.
Yeah.
Nothing
We want
that.
that only. We want that
That's
only
it.
to write ABC first. Then we don't need to someone to write the sentence.
You can hold my single finger, small finger. You can hold Kamal's. You can hold all 5 of our mentors and actually get the fist completely under your charge.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Most welcome. That'll be good. That will be good.
Yeah, glad to hear. So you being at home, you will actually have enough time to get deeper understanding of the topics, go through the topics, practice whatever we teach during the lectures, and then start taking trades faster, because once you enjoy the way Darshana has taken it, you will definitely find that this is one of the best way of learning and earning being at home.
Yeah. Thank you, Kamal. Yes, I would love to. I think because I would like to do something, because I don't want to be idle. So and I don't know, and I think I want to be my own boss. I don't want someone to control me or do. So
Absolutely.
I think it's going to work for me. Let's try.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
special to me. She was my first friend on this neighborhood that when we came to, and she's now moved, but I miss her. But you know what? She's too special to me. So I'm so glad to see her here today, and I'm
I
looking
love
forward
you,
to.
Darshana. I love you, Darshana. Yeah, I too. I miss you too.
I'm looking forward to making our group of people. We've already started talking, Nilang, myself, Pallavi, Neha, and then Prasanna. And we say like, okay, we'll like obviously I've been talking to each one of this separately because not everybody knows everybody. But we've been saying that we are going to create our own little chat group and exchange. What did you do today? And so I think everybody is super excited. So I'm glad. I'm glad to see my tribe here.
So will me and VB and other instructors be there in your personal chat group, or you want to exclude us?
Stop being so possessive. Kamal, stop being so possessive, man. Let them enjoy their lives.
Just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. And really glad that you all are planning in this sort of collective learning, which is what we have been encouraging everyone on the GMT platform since we have formed the GMT group, and that has been the essence which has led this group to grow. So really glad with this initiative. I would also like to ask Pankaj if you'd like to say anything, ask anything, any queries or doubts in your mind.
Well, no, I think everything is pretty much clear so far. The only thing is that once this training session is for around 4 weeks. So after the training session is over, I mean, the support is still there for a person like me who's pretty much new. You know, it's an ocean, and there is a lot to learn. 4 weeks wouldn't suffice that kind of training, I'm sure. So if in case there is support which is required after that also, would you guys be available for that kind of support as well?
Yes, sure. So last week, Sunday, we had the last class, and Darshana towards the end asked us the same question. Is this officially the last time we are talking? And we said officially yes. And today we are here. You see Darshana joining us, talking to us. And it's not just today. During the weekdays as well, she has been talking. She did her analysis, ran through us, and then decided to take the trades later on and excel. So that's the kind of comfort and support we offer, and we would definitely continue for the future batches, including batch 2 as well.
Okay.
And also, Pankaj, just to add on to what Kamal has said, as we have mentioned earlier as well, so there is another option for you to join a refresher course within the first 3 months after completion, just in case you feel that after the course, there are certain topics that you've not understood even after watching the videos or going through. And then apart from that, one more thing is the hand-holding session that we have mentioned about in the GMT premium group is for the same, wherein we should help you understand stuff. And one thing what we would suggest is, based on our teachings and based on the information that we give you, you need to read a lot and do lots of homework. As Mr. Vivek Bhatia has already mentioned, we would be giving you lots of stuff over the weekdays, which you would need to go through, which would help you understand, and also make sure that you improve your understanding and knowledge on this particular field. And then any questions that you have, then you can ask us. And one more suggestion that we would give is, initially, suppose say you're new to trading, apart from your trading account, you can even start something known as a paper trading account, which you're going to tell you as well, which would make sure that you're comfortable while placing your trades.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So these are just a few points just to make sure that you're comfortable in terms of what you're doing. But once you actually enroll for the course and then start going through the topics, you'll understand like how easy it is for you to go through everything and understand everything. The only thing is you need to spend that amount of time in any topics that you're not understanding. Do a bit more of research, and if you feel you need any hand holding or any further information, we are always there to help you.
Sure, that's good.
Thanks. Yeah, you can take on from here. Thanks.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Pankaj. So I see that we are over time, and as a time check, I would like to still check with everyone on the call. If you have any questions, we can take one or two more questions before we call it off.
Kamal, can you please share your contact details on the chat for Neha and everybody else in case they don't want to get in touch with you?
Sure, I'll share my contact detail in chat, as well as also I have Neha's email ID, and
Yes,
Darshana,
you can do
please
that.
feel free to pass on my WhatsApp number. So if in case Neha would like to have a chat
Anybody here on call who's coming through with any reference can take our contact details from any of your friends. We would be happy to help you either way out.
So I
Whether
have
you
shared.
are a student or not, we will still be able to help you out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Darshana has shared the comments.
Kamal's mobile number, the WhatsApp number with all my references. And I've also shared the GMT link. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. I also just typed in the chat if someone wants to take it from there. Thank you, Darshana.
Thank you, everybody. Before we leave, I just want to tell these newbies that, you know, a couple of things, what I feel that helps me. Number one, the mentors, the coaches actually share the content ahead of time for you to have a quick look, or if you want to do your own research before the class so you can understand what they're saying. So please do that. They have already shared the course content, you know. Second thing I would say that try not to miss any classes. Third thing I would say, as soon as the batch is over, within the next 1 or 2 days, try and apply whatever the knowledge you acquired. Find your own case studies, ask questions in the WhatsApp group, clarify, because I think if you leave it and miss it, it will not give you the best out of your learning, you know, opportunity. And make sure you have all your trading accounts set up ahead of time. It takes usually 5 to 10 days based on the various different platforms. With all my friends or all the references, I have shared and I've told them my viewpoint, and I've given them how my setup is, and they are actually wanting to plunge into this and to have it ready so that they get the most out of the course content in terms of getting their hands dirty early in time, you know. So please put little extra effort after the courses, after the session is finished, to kind of go back, understand, look at the different charts, take different stocks and do the reading of analysis, what was taught to you on that day. I think you'll get the most out of it. And then you'll be very confident at the end of 4 weeks to take the next week on your own and share your findings with this team. And they'll be able to kind of help you whether it's right, wrong, is your thought process. That's how I did it, you know, last week with Kamal and VB and Vivek Nalavadi. So I think please do that, because otherwise, you know, you're just kind of going to listen one way and not put into action. You are not going to get the most out of it. Yeah, that's all from my end. And enjoy. If anybody who decides to join, please don't forget me after you make money.
All right. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you very much, Shilpi. Yeah, thank you, Darshana.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kamal. Yeah, I think I'm going to register for this.
Awesome.
Not, I think I'm going to register for this. So, is there any deadline or?
It would be great if you could register by tomorrow. And
yeah.
Because
how much is, I mean, how many people will be there in the group, and which, like, it's a.
So number of students in the batch one, we will we'll keep it like batch. In batch two, we'll keep it like batch one. As of now, we are not planning to keep too many so that you get attention. But the actual figure we will be sharing at the start of the class.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
before the start of this class, I mean, obviously, once you tell us, as I said, I'm absolutely new. Are there any kind of things that I need to download before I start the course? Are there any things that I need to be ready with, or it'll be only post we start and you would be guiding us through as to what all things you need to have in order to, get going with the course?
So the way we have planned is, as we start with the course, you are good to go with the course. But if you are someone who would like to preempt and do something on your own, what we can suggest is, like Darshana mentioned, if you could get your trading account ready, and that would save your time during the course, so you can start taking trade positions. If you want to take that step, because that's something that's not dependent on us, on the trading platforms. Some trading platforms take 3 days to add funds, some take 5 days. So whichever trading platform you have now, you can start setting up your trading platform, your trading account. So once we start the course, the following week you are ready to take the trade positions which we share.
Yeah. So as I said, since I'm absolutely know what are the trading accounts, what are different trading accounts which are available, what is good for me, which wherein I should be opening an account and all. I mean, things like that is something that I would need to have, obviously I'll try and read about it, try and go through some things, Google it, and, try and find out things. What will be better if in case I get some insight from you guys as to where I should be post I join that. Obviously, I would also, join most probably by tomorrow or day after. Once I do that, and 18th is what you're saying that the session starts, which is, I believe, next Friday, next Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Right. So next Saturday. So beforehand, I would like to have the account ready, and so that once we are talking about certain things, I know what you're talking about. So if there is something that I can probably get some information about that, that would be really great. Although I can definitely do a Google search from my side. I can obviously talk to people. Darshana is there. Amjad, I know. I can speak to him and understand as to what account I need to open and all that stuff. So I was just thinking about that.
Yeah. So
what I can suggest over here is that Kamal has already shared his details with you. Suggest you message him. He could share you one of his earlier videos which talks about various accounts, and he could help you to open up or set up your account depending upon what profile you would like to be trading in on. Would it be an IBKR for US stocks, or would it be a Wealth Simple? Accordingly, he'll tell you, he'll guide you through his tutorial videos, as well as you could be in conversation with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that will basically preempt your time, and you could be ready for learning on Saturday, and basically again entering a first trade on Monday thereafter.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Good.
And here, let me give you a small precursor. We would be very, very strict. I repeat this, we would be very strict. We would not like you to pump in a huge amount of money upfront. So we would like you to work on small capital and learn to build up on it.
Sure.
You can put in even $100,000 in the account for all I care, but I will still insist that you will only you will only trade on about $500 per trade that I give you. So even if your capital account is $100,000, I will still insist that you trade with only $500 per trade that we give you. So 500 into 6 trades would be about $3,000 is what I would request you or instruct you to start trading with, since the 3 of you are going to be on first time traders. So don't want you to actually speculate too heavy with money. Rather play with quantity, get experience, and then get the thrill out of it.
Right. So the minimum amount to start with should be, is there any minimum amount to start with? $500 is the bare minimum that we should?
I would say 500, or I would go up to about $3,000 if you can spare some money, so that you can take in about 4 or 5 trades, each trade not more than $500. So you would spread your basket. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket, but spread your eggs so that your chances of your trade giving you good returns would be better.
Okay.
Yeah. To add to Vivek, sir, I would say you can keep 3,000 in your either of your trading account, so that for money back, you would target 10% to help you recover the course fee.
And once you recover the course fees, whatever you have learned is yours for free for life. And you have five good friends who are going to trouble you for a party. Why you have recovered the fees and you're not given us a party yet?
Party is anytime, no problem.
Absolutely. That's the way Delhiites normally are. Party is anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
Right.
All right.
I think with that, are we all good? I just stop sharing. So thank you all for joining, and it was a good interactive session. Glad that you all are interested, and any query that comes to your mind as part of the registration while going through the steps on the website or anywhere, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone who has referred to you, whatever you feel comfortable, and we'll help you to complete the steps to enroll in the course and then get you the information that you need to prepare yourself to be ready for the class. So with that, thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend.